Hello, hello, hello. Happy Christmas. Did celebration Enos Well, it's already solstice. I blew the intro on the previous show. we're
It
getting
works.
second stream ember now.
I might
Hello,
be on
everyone.
for.
Thank you all so much for joining us, being part of this show, being part of the Christmas marathon of a gazillion shows put together by Purple Rhymes with Orange, whom we very much appreciate for giving us all a place to hang out during these holidays for those of us who can't be with family IRL or who just prefer the company of our online fam. Either way, it's a wonderful thing. We're happy to be here. We're happy to be part of it. And thank you all so much for joining us. Kelly, it's wonderful to see you again. How are I know we just saw each other moments ago, but how are you? How have you been? How's your
I'm
Christmas?
tired. I probably might be on for a few minutes. I don't know. Maybe longer than that, but I'm tired. I don't even know how I'm here, but I'm here.
It's
But
fair.
yeah,
I relate. As I was saying on the previous show, I haven't slept well in a while. So we're doing our best here, folks. It's fantastic. But
yes.
um
I
I
did
did
find I had
press.
capabilities of getting a virtual screen with yours. I cannot do it with StreamYard. They will not allow me to do it. But I can do virtual backgrounds with yours.
Oh, interesting.
I
I've
got the
tried the
little
virtual
nice
backgrounds on
window.
StreamYard and I've
Got the
never
nice
gotten
little
them to
window.
work.
Got hot chocolate in the corner.
Huh. I have
So
never
yeah.
tried it over here. That's
Yeah, but
interesting.
if you
Virtual
look at
background.
the little setting thing right near the little
Okay,
circle
let's
thing, you
see.
clicked on that in virtual background. Let me see.
I turned on blur background and I'm in a void, so it may not actually have much to work with. Let's try the okay, now it's look at me, I'm up against a wall. Amazing. And also it's having conniptions about my flag. I mean, I could just do this and then I have to talk down to make sure it gets to the but yeah. Okay, so it's not perfect, but I'm also not on a green screen, so partial credit there.
Yeah, I'm not either. I just downloaded this on from my Google, and this is what I found on there. So I thought that was nice because I'm okay. Tired looking at my living room.
Thank you all so much for joining us. Secular
Yes, me
Feeling
too.
says the void is very comforting. It's true. I feel I don't know, fam. I mean, I like to have a lively, festive background. I like to feel alive, but like at the same time, the real world is so crushing and depressing and terrifying, and nothing is. You know what? It's Christmas, so let's not get into that, shall we? It just so we're gonna celebrate with ghost stories, horror,
Cool.
terror, suspense, all those things. But
And you told
we'll
me
get to
that, and I
those.
think I know horror stories.
Do
What's
do
that?
you have?
YouTube? No, I don't. I got real horror stories, but they would kind of be nice to tell right now. It was that you see YouTube? My dad used to have me listen to when she was little, the youngest one, where they told like ghost stories like for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, I we don't even tell ghost stories for Halloween properly anymore. It's oh my goodness. But yeah, it was a whole Victorian thing. A lot of people forget that a Christmas Carol, the story of Scrooge, is a ghost story. That was the thing. It was the middle of winter, everything was dark, and there's a bunch of them. I think last year maybe it was for Hell. I can't remember when it was from, but I would read ghost stories from time to time. But this time I want to talk about like kind of okay, one of them is just a myth, a legend, a well, I mean, aren't they all legendary? But one of them is a historical figure, and it's Saint Nicholas. Bet you didn't know he was involved. I mean, it's not really a ghost story exactly, but it's black magic, it's necromancy, it's pretty weird. I wish I had saved the website I found the whole fucking story on. I didn't realize almost every website gives it like a 1-sentence blurb because it's an amazing story. So I'm going to keep looking for it for a moment. But before we get to that, first thing first, there are presents. I mentioned this on yesterday's show, but I want to bring it up again. So this is the newest item in the Ember store, and it's not just merch. 100% of the sales of this mug of either side go to support the Rape, Abuse, Incest National Network, a nonprofit organization for supporting survivors. Just putting that out there. Now let's read the description. The person who gave me this version of my logo made public statements promoting violence against minority women and survivors of abuse. So now that person's gift will do some good. 100% of the proceeds from sales will go to fund the nonprofit organization RAIN in their efforts to support survivors and to build a future where fewer of us need that kind of help. So that's our present for everyone, because I believe it'll make the world a better place anyway. How do I make the damn thing go away? You know what? I'll stop sharing the screen. And
That works.
because like that's the thing on StreamYard, you can take a thing off the screen without turning off share screen and then having to turn it back on when you want to share another screen. I thought
Yeah,
there
I'm trying to see how to do
Nope, now I
that with
remember what it is.
my
It's in a different window. Okay, so I'll bring this back and then I'll turn it off so that I have it for when I want it for later. It's so okay, now we've got it. While I was off on that tangents, Kelly King, Detroit Atheist Queen, used a member chat for 3 months. In some ways I'm like, has it been 3 months already? And in other ways I'm like, has it only been 3 months? But Kelly says, I'm moving up in the world. Happy holidays to all. And speaking of happy holidays, you're joined by Maya, the queen goddess
our
herself.
goddess.
How are you?
Oh hell, the real queen is woke.
I had 5 hours of sleep. I'm here as a favor to Lil. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I
how
don't know how.
we
Well,
get Lil to ask you to do things.
yeah. I think I feel
Yeah,
we got up
we
at
take
3 in
care
the
of each
morning.
other over here.
Yes.
So I'm letting Lil sleep because she was streaming while I slept, and it's just
Yeah,
a
we really
regular
should have
girl
set
of
up this
mine over here.
Hey, I was too.
You absolutely were. Kelly is amazing. You don't have to work today. I take it, Kelly.
No, I got a lot of stuff to do though. I do work tomorrow though.
Oh God.
How am I
Yeah.
gonna do my stream get up at 5 and still be up at 11? But I'm gonna do it though.
Yeah, naps.
I
I
want
swear
mine.
by them.
Well, I'm going to the Michigan Atheist thing at 4 o'clock.
Today?
I'm supposed to, yeah, I'm going with my family right after we leave here.
Sorry
So
about
yeah,
that.
so I have no rest for the weary. You sleep and you die. Isn't that they say?
Oh my God. No, you actually might. I'm going to be over here rooting for you though. Man, that's a schedule.
Oh, goodness.
What did I miss?
It be like that. It's capitalism.
Okay.
All right, before we really dig into things, first of all, if you're new here, if you're joining us for the first time because you're following the stream, do take a minute to subscribe. Click the various other buttons. The share makes a big difference. The like helps, all of those things. But we do this show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern. We're usually focused on science or history or philosophy or other cool topics like that. Today, because it's a holiday, we're doing ghost stories. Yesterday was queer inclusion because it's a holiday and a lot of us feel left out. But today, ghost stories because fuck yeah. Well, kind of spooky stories, I suppose, would be
Fuck yeah.
better. Yeah. in any case, subscribe, join us. I do a bunch of other shows here too, so ring the bell notification so you can be part of the live chat for all of those. And that goes double if you're watching us later. Hello, future people. Lovely to see you. We'd love to see you in the live chat. So, hit that notification bell so you can join us in the live chat. That said, today is not, well, I mean, it's not Jesus's birthday. What we do know about Jesus, assuming he was even historical in the first place, was that he was born in something like the late spring, early to midsummer, something like that. So it is definitely not Jesus's birthday. But it is a bunch of people's birthday for realsies. People like Isaac Newton, people like Stephen Hawking. And while they both had their science brilliance and they're crazy, there's a bunch of other people, and I mean a bunch of other people. Here are a few. Clara Barton, the founder of the American Red Cross. John Candy, the famed actor. Louis Chevrolet. Isn't it weird how we'd say shit like Happy Honda Days, Merry Chrysler, but Chevrolet was actually born on Christmas Day, like the one car company that doesn't get included in the joke actually was born on Christmas. Robert Ripley, believe it or not, and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
To end this on a positive note, Scott Duke has a birthday today, and that's So.
Much better. Where the hell is Scott?
Hopefully he's celebrating Christmas with the grandbabies.
Was it Dave's stream?
Dave's stream yesterday. Yep.
Yeah. I knew I saw him around here somewhere. I just haven't seen him around here. But
no
details.
Yeah. He hangs around Speed. Sorry.
Yeah. So maybe he'll be on this stream. Will take you over to Joe's on Kentucky Atheist after this. I don't know that if Speed is on today or tomorrow, but Joe's is next. So stay tuned. And if you're watching on the playlist, you'll get there anyway. But not only will the stream automatically take you there, but there's a link pinned to the top of the chat in case it doesn't, for whatever reason, you can still follow along, etc. So yeah, we've got you covered. But yeah, Kentucky Atheist is up next. Detroit Atheist Queen, who is also Kelly King, used a member chat for 2 months. And says, I can send love twice. Fuck yeah. Appreciate you, Kelly. And Miranda has sent us a $20 super chat. Thank you, Miranda. Yay. Miranda, incidentally, has been like my guardian angel recently. She sent me a scarf. She sent me, when my heater broke, she sent me a whole fucking heater. And it's...
Who sent me that?
It's amazing. And honestly, I have to keep turning it down because I keep overheating because I'm like, actually dressed and shit now in front of my studio lights. So yeah, but thank you so much. I did not freeze to death because of Miranda. And now she sent a super chat and she says, Merry Crisis, everyone. Thank you, Miranda. And yeah.
No, we like it when you don't freeze to death. It appeases the queen.
I'm so glad.
So I hope you were able to get some other things that you needed with the little Google and a couple dollars that I sent you. Some other things you needed as well.
I mean, it does help. I mean, I don't.
I try to help when I can.
I don't like to get into it in the best of circumstances.
Yeah.
Not on a holiday, but like, things are pretty bad. So yeah, however a person can support whatever support they can do, even if I understand a lot of us are very poor and the holidays are expensive, there are free ways to support what we're doing here, like using the share button. It makes a huge difference. Dade Murphy, member for 2 months. Yeah, subscribed, absolutely. But yeah, match level. Thank you, Dade. Appreciate it. We're cheap with the memberships too. That's an easy way to support. Match level is only 99 cents a month, and you get all the cool freaking emojis. Where is there we go. I need the right window open to access the emojis. Emojis like the Ember, the Mark Reed, the Kelly, the Lil, the Tangent, and a bunch more. Every member gets those. If all you want is the emojis, the match level is for you. And sometimes there's extra goodies too. Like some of the member only live streams, technically it's for the higher levels, but sometimes I do them for like all channel members because why the fuck not?
I love that, Dade.
It's a thing. It's a thing. My Infinite Journey says, believe it or not, I saw what you did there. Okay, Ed Jur says the story Ember is about to share I heard from community archaeologist Pat Lowinger. If that adds credibility, it's my favorite Christmas story. Did I hint at what I'm about to? I probably did. I am bad at this job. It's fine. It's fine. Secular Feeling sends us a super chat for $2. Thank you, SF.
Thank
and
you.
Says Merry Catmas. Well played. Well played. Deviant says, I know you have like Cash App or something like that, but I have a very important question. Do you have PayPal? I do. Actually, let me double check. I don't have PayPal listed on the website. I have the Patreon, which incidentally, it helps more. I very much appreciate memberships. I really, really do. And it's really cool. But YouTube takes 30 to 35% of everything you guys send me through YouTube. Patreon takes a lot less. But there's
it's hard to find anything that takes more than YouTube.
I know it's like the most expensive thing. It's wild. But there's actually I'll just show the dang website. Why not? I can do that. It's a magic power or something. Okay, here we go. So we've got it's very small. I'll bigify. There on the front page. There's a GoFundMe to help me. Like originally it was for the fucking medical bills, which are still in the 5 figures, but I don't even have. That's not even on my radar now. It's just to be able to afford food and medicine and shit. It's an oof, folks. The Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, Ko-Fi, Amazon wishlist, and of course the Ember store, which is also linked at the top of the page. But I don't have the PayPal on there. It may be because like my last name was like super evident on it, and you know, I'm trying, even though it's already out there for people who have seen it, I'm trying to like stop actively broadcasting my last name so people stop trying to track me down, because that's been rather unhealthy for me this year. So, you know, but I will try to sort out. Maybe I'll have to set up a new PayPal that doesn't have my last name on it or something.
Oh yeah, probably get like another email you have or something like that and doing like that.
I know there's so many pay option things. It's wild. Although I think because Venmo is done by the same company as PayPal, I believe I saw an update saying that you can cross pollinate, like you can use a Venmo to pay a PayPal or vice versa. I'm not 100% on that though, because honestly, I don't read the updates very often. I am bad at my job. Deviant sends a member chat for 11 months. We're nearly at a year, my dear. Amazing. And Deviant says, do you have PayPal, Ember? Asking for a friend. I do. I have multiple PayPals. Some of them are for the nonprofits that I work with here in New York State. And I have one for myself, but let me just see. I'll try going to paypal.com and see what happens. paypal.com. And if I hit the login button, yeah, no, it only gives me a login in my dead name, and we're not doing the dead name, so I do have to set up a new one. So that'll have to wait.
Fire coffee.
Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Dade says, I have a PayPal for anyone who wants to know.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah. Helen has become a Spark. The Spark level includes all the custom emojis as well as a fuck ton. And I mean like around 100 videos of member exclusive content, plus the member only live streams, as well as the emoji. There's a ton of stuff.
This for your peeps.
I try. Dade sends a $5 super chat saying, excuse me, bah humbug. Fair enough. Thank you, Dade.
See, Dade sounds like a man who hasn't had his coffee yet.
It's fair. It's fair. Deviant says, "Can you send me the PayPal info on Discord? It's very important."
Oh, well, I mean, if it's very important,
I mean,
all right. I'll try to. I'll see if I can keep Kelly up while you get that to Deviant. Kelly,
Yes.
What
Hello, beautiful.
Totally fell asleep during your stream last night. I'm so
That's
sorry.
Fine.
All right, so I don't like how shiny I am right now.
I fell asleep on a lot of people's streams. I just had it on.
Though. I felt so bad. Well, actually, technically, yours hasn't started though. Yours is tonight, right?
Yes, that was Lil's, but we still were doing joint though.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's at 3.
So what was it on? Morning. What did you guys end up doing your whole 2 hours on?
Nothing. Okay. So we started talking about weird traditions, but we didn't really get on that too much because we started talking about everything else. I had Amber Apostate joined us, and then
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and see that.
Jezebel Joe. Yeah, he's gonna be on mine as well, though. He's
Ambushed.
He's gonna be on mine as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I messaged him like, "What are you doing right now?" And he was like, "I got work." Well, come on, Mike. Come on the stream with us. He was like, "Sure." So he's gonna be on mine today as well too. We had the same gang. It was Jezebel Joe, my friend from Michigan Atheist, and then Purple stopped by. I don't know how she's doing all this, and then me and
Purple stayed away. Oh, yes. That is mean. Why is she doing this to herself?
Yeah. She came like halfway through, and then my stream, when it's over, it'll go immediately to hers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not immediately because I'm not monetized.
No, yeah. Once you're done,
she'll be the last one.
Pretty much immediately, yeah. As soon as you hit that like off air or whatever stop stream button, it will immediately flow over to her.
Yeah. So that's cool.
No, I'm gonna have
then
to.
Then we'd be done. They'd be done for the. You'd be done for the year.
Okay. Yeah, I really like these streams. I don't know why. I'm gonna say I don't know why, but I don't know. Something about like following everybody. I don't know. I have fun, but and I was really excited.
The whole community around all of the internet.
Yeah, but this is cool.
I always find at least one new person every year.
So I set mine up in order to, I can finally figure how to do it. But I have a laptop, but it's stupid. But I put it so in order for you to comment, you have to subscribe first. So I'm like, yeah, I'll get a few subscribers. They say so stupid. But I've been subscribing to everybody that has been in the stream, just because.
No, yeah, that is the neighborly thing to do.
Yeah. So do the same to me, everybody.
Yes. Hint. Kelly. And one day, soon, we will all be able to give her money. But in the meantime, give Ember money. And, Dade has a Patreon. Dade
and a PayPal.
Dade is, or PayPal, sorry, yeah. And that is quality entertainment over there. I love Dade's whole personality. Like everything about Dade is awesome. And also more Black representation in the community. I
really didn't get to say much to him at the Arkham County protest. But I didn't say nothing to nobody that they didn't speak to me.
I'm sure Dade wasn't in a position to ever feel alone.
No, no. I didn't speak to a lot of people though.
Fair, yeah. That's my whole life. So my whole goal when I get out of bed, don't speak to a whole lot of people.
Who are these weird people that's talking to me?
I don't know, like stranger. I don't know. People are friendly, right? And I recognize that you're supposed to be friendly back, but it's just like, I don't know you and you're draining my energy. By now. It's just... maybe it's just me. I don't know. Are there any other introverts in the chat? Raise the roof. I feel antisocial. I'm very friendly. I can't do the whole long conversation thing. I need naps.
Well, it's one of the. I mean, yes, naps are fantastic if you can ever get them. One plus of having served in the military is I do have an increased ability to just knock myself out. If I have 15 minutes, I can put myself out and take a 15-minute nap, because you never know when you're going to get a chance to take another nap.
I normally don't do it, but was it
What?
like
No, they're the best.
Saturday?
Naps. I
I
swear by them.
actually dozed off during our last break. It was supposed to be our last break. We were supposed to have work another like couple hours. You know how I felt when I looked up and they said that we were stop the line. We were done for the day because we had like 2 more hours to go, and it was like we had 11 o'clock break, and then 11:30 they told us that we were done for the day. Because I was like this at work at the last break, like.
All right, Amber, are you
Then
done trying to
by the
live?
time
We're supposed to like give ghost Christmas stories.
I know. It's a whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing.
I'm sorry, not to cut you off,
Um,
Kelly.
oh no, you're
it's
fine.
it's all
I'm
good.
being
It's
rude.
all
I was
good.
done anyway.
Look, I have 5 hours of sleep. I need to. I need content. Let's get the show on the road.
I
Or
know.
something.
Let's do stuff. I've communicated with Deviant. That part is all set, at least for now. It's gonna take me
Okay.
fucking forever.
Yeah.
So it turns out updating your identity information on PayPal means you have to like re-authenticate your entire account, which means I need to like
rude.
send them another copy of new ID plus the legal paperwork and shit. I
All right,
get why
so
I
that's gonna be a
disabled it. I'm like,
thing
too
that
much work. Just
later.
disable, you know?
Understood.
So
Yeah.
it'll take a minute, but I sent Deviant
Something
what
to
I've got.
save Will, and I just totally forgot that I hadn't had coffee yet. And
Oh my goodness, coffee.
Yeah, that was like with my
yeah,
Amazon account.
it's the real Christmas gift. It's like coffee.
It's
But I
true.
did while you're clacking away, I did see something on Uber for Vietnamese iced coffee, and I'm like, do I want to put somebody to work on Christmas? But it is
I mean, if you're
Vietnamese
trying
iced
to earn
coffee.
money on Christmas, yes.
You know what? You have me sold. I shall do this.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Uber is one of those opt-in things. Like, I mean, I haven't done Uber Eats, but I did used to do DoorDash. And yeah, you work when you can, and then when you can't, like when you have to go sleep or whatever, or do a different job, you just like sign out of the app.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only people who want to work who are working.
No, fair
generally.
enough. And if you're working on Christmas, you probably need the money. So I shall tip much. I shall give much tip.
That is a solid plan. And
Yes.
while we're working on that, here's your reminder that whether it's coffee or whether it's filtered water, this holiday season, stay hydrated. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Hey folks, I've been working hard on my health, and so far I've lost over 140 pounds. A huge part of good health is hydration. That's why I'm thrilled to partner with Epic Water Filters. Check this out. Not only can you say goodbye to expensive bottled water, but these filters are made in the US, so no tariffs, and they're made to fit your life. From these lovely pitchers I can fill from, to sink units, to portable filters that fit in your reusable bottle. With Epic, I can refill from nature's water sources and not have to worry about bacteria and whatnot. But also, send back a used filter to be responsibly recycled, and they'll send you a free replacement, saving you and the earth even more. Want to save a ton of money, be healthier, and build a better world? Head to epicwaterfilters.com and enter code EMBER15 at checkout for 15% off. Don't settle for random water. Upgrade to Epic. All right, we are back to spiritual dryness something. So I'm distracted. There's a lot going on today, as you
If
can
I use
imagine.
that QR code, will you get money?
In theory, I get like a percentage depending on what it is that you buy or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if anyone has actually done it because I haven't gotten any notifications from them about it being used. But like, in theory, it's supposed to be like I can use it as a joke. I mean, it's a real product that I really do think is a good product. That's why I'm representing it. But like in the same way that Brentley used to do the Adam and Eve ads, like to be able to slip in whenever you feel like
anymore.
Like, no, Adam and Eve cut all their sponsorships for YouTube creators.
Why?
I guess they weren't making enough sales. I don't know why, because like as I understand it, it was a commission-based thing. So like it cost
Yeah.
them nothing.
Right.
But whatever.
Weird.
Anyhow,
Okay.
Detroit Queen gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Kelly. And those went to Jester, Adrian Belgrade, Ryan Donovan, fresh out of the asylum, and J Mike, who occasionally has been spotted in chat, possibly when we get all philosophical and whatnot. And, you know, J Mike loves the philosophy.
It's been a minute though.
It's true. It's true. And I'm trying to catch up with chat real quick because I had it paused so I didn't skip the the membership thing. But yeah, everybody enjoy all the custom emojis, all the other goodies. I hope you enjoy membership and you decide to become like a member yourself, because that helps a lot and I very much appreciate it. And also more people playing with the emojis. Because
And that like button. You should hit that like button. Play with the like button an odd number of times.
and infinite. Stephen Paddington is impressed. Epic water. Fuck yeah. I know the Brentley ads were the best. Honestly, I was hoping I could use the same kind of joke more often, but it just doesn't come up as much as you might think. It's fucking good.
Now you got to be like extra creative. Like, and if you want a butt plug, I mean a Brentley ad. God damn it, I meant a Brentley ad.
Like we do have something like that. Like if you want adult fun time, we can help you with that. We have if you want a good time.
Bread. Oh no, garlic bread is a good time for me. Yeah.
Yeah, same. Like there's so I mean, honestly, I'm a sex positive person. There's nothing, if you're into that kind of thing, far be it from me to shame anyone. But I'll take the garlic bread, thanks.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're not trying to yuck my yum, I find garlic bread quite yummy.
Absolutely, for sure. But Helen was asking about the Survivor mug, and that all of the merch, betterthanember.com, there is a tab for the store. You don't need a special link. You don't have to remember. Just betterthanember.com. Everything I reference, every link I mention, it's all on that website. But if you want a QR code, there's one. So yay. And also thank you for asking, because like, even though I don't make anything on those mugs, the fact that even though I'm in such bad financial shape, we're taking something terrible that happened and we're turning it into something good, making a positive difference in the world. I'm so fucking proud of us as a community. That's the best thing, like, ever, So it's neat. It's neat. Okay, I think I have caught up with all the things. I think. I'm on the wrong fucking page. Why are you like this, Ember? Why are you like this? I know why I was on the wrong fucking page.
My own heart.
I know. Well,
I was like so tired. I kept giving Tap the wrong links last night during my stream, and he was like, "Do you want to play this?" And I'm like, "No. Where'd you get that from? From you?" And I'm like, "God damn it." It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Curses and vexation. No, so I noticed from Kelly's gift memberships, someone who got a membership had been a person who was in the credits every month. And so it threw me a bit because I saw that person get a gift membership and I'm like, oh, they've canceled their membership. That's how they got a gift membership. So I had to go to another tab where I keep the running list of all the current people who get featured in the credits.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I have it ready when it's time to record all of that shit, and so that tab was open.
Maybe
do you see those people in? Because I don't have pages like that, but if you want to see who signed up versus who's gifted, is that in the YouTube separates that?
I don't know. Let me see if I can find that out.
I'm derailing the stream, and I don't know why I jumped in. I'm a professional stream derailer.
It's true.
we can do this backstage or I don't know.
That's true. That is a thing that could be handled off air.
Yes, that thing
Technically
off
speaking.
air.
Not like we don't message each other 20 times a day on Discord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
I mean,
really do.
on the other hand,
You can screenshot me
as
through this.
I walk
people
away 5 minutes and 50 messages come up.
people
So
do
we
come
do.
here for the tangents. It is known.
Yes, yes, yes.
Like I said, we've got merch for well, not for everything, but like all of our jokes. But that shirt is for poor people like me. It is as low as they couldn't let. It's the minimum. I make like 5 cents on that shirt because it's as low as they would let me price it. So yeah, if you want a nice
Aw.
purple tangent T-shirt, you can do that.
Amber,
It'll
you have
be neat.
trolls. I haven't had trolls in so long.
What
Oh,
happened to all your trolls,
I haven't.
Mala?
My
Oh, I know
mod,
why. 'Cause
my
only
mods don't tolerate trolls, so I don't get to play with them.
I don't even see any. Wow. Oh, you must got rid of them.
I see. I
Mhm.
see. No, I just
Oh no, yeah, my mods are in the chat, so they are not getting through. If you think you're gonna have a Merry Christmas fucking with Ember's chat, it's not happening today.
I mean, every time a person joins some streams, because of all the drama that happened earlier in the month, are set to subscriber only.
Mhm.
I don't think this one is because of the nature of the community stream kind of thing. But no matter what it is, when you join the chat for the first time, you get that little pop up that
Mhm.
says, "Don't be a dick. Don't talk back to the
Right.
mods. And
Same.
bigots get bans." You know, like
Same.
it's super easy. Don't be a dick. Don't talk back to the mods. Bigots get bans. And yet, the
Simple.
poor mods are constantly busy.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
Oh yeah. You usually stream while I'm at work, but your chat, yeah, it'll keep a girl busy for the duration of the stream.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will see if I need to get all the way back over to this tab. All right, so I have 2 stories I wanted to talk about. I'm having trouble finding the other one, so I will see if I can pull up this one quicker, faster, easier, better, etc. And then we'll have the one at least. Do Smithsonian Magazine. That could be neat. Let's try that. Do. Is that's oh my goodness, the text size. Okay. No, don't show me notifications. No, close the fucking ad. No. And another ad. Okay, now I can share the tab. Now I can go back over here and add it to the screen. Okay. Iceland's Christmas witch. Fuck
Oh.
yeah. Her name is Grilla, the Iceland Christmas monster, apparently. I just heard about her, and some of you probably already know. Like it's like Krampus, but she didn't get a movie for some reason because she's much cooler. Yeah, let's dig in. Let's see what's up. So this is like the costume, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know the resemblance is striking, but c'est la vie. Those who prefer, the article says, those who prefer the darker side of the holiday season have had it pretty good lately, thanks to the fast-growing popularity of Krampus. Now, there's a bunch of other versions of Krampus, too. There's, oh shit, I can't think of the Swiss name for him, but it basically, you just, it's a whole thing. I don't detour tangents, whatever. Once a mythological character on the fringes of Christmas lore, the horned and hoofed Germanic monster has gone mainstream in the US, kind of. There are Krampus parades taking over the streets of major cities, an influx of merchandise bearing his long-tongued creepiness, and a horror comedy film, which are the best kind of comedy films. In fact, horror makes the best kind of every movie, but never mind that. Starring Adam Scott and Toni Collette. While Krampus may be king of holiday scares, clearly someone hasn't seen Violent Night, his fans may be, or Die Hard, his fans may be overlooking an equally nasty, much more formidable queen. a Christmas monster who lives further north in the frigid climes of Iceland, who goes by the name Grilla, the Christmas witch. The tough ogress lives in a cave in Iceland's hinterlands, the matriarch of a family of strange creatures launching attacks on nearby townships, snatching up misbehaving children and turning them into delicious stew. What's your favorite part of a baby to eat?
Well,
This is a thing that we discuss at non-believer conventions from time to time. Some people say faces because they're the most tender, but there's not much meat on a face. I recommend the thighs.
I was going to say the thighs. Yeah. Baby meat, so tender.
It's true. Oh, you're muted, Kelly.
I was like, yeah, the leg, the nice ham hock taste.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah. Random, but I just can't. I derail myself. It happens. You don't mess with Grilla, says Terry Gunnell, head of the folkloristics department. That is an amazing name at the University of Iceland. She rules the roost up in the mountains. Now, Iceland, as they inherited a lot of lore from the Scandinavian countries. That's where their settlers came from, and that's fair. But like they have so much lore for such a tiny island. They have so much unique stuff going on. It's wild. I love it.
Well, it's a tiny island. They probably have nothing better to do than to like work and then tell ghost stories.
They hang out in the hot springs and they're like, I bet a witch lives up in this mountain or something,
And then every night, they're just like, oh, I got another one.
That's right. They probably try to top each other. They're like, I have like, what if there's a witch? And she has like, and they're ogres. They're ogre witches, Like they've got the fairies. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Okay, so Tales of the Ogress began as oral accounts, with the earliest written references found in the 13th century in the historic sagas and poems throughout the region. One reads, "Here comes Grilla down the field with 15 tails on her," while another describes, "Down comes Grilla from the outer fields with 40 tails, a bag on her back, a sword or knife in her hand. Coming to carve out the stomachs of the children, we cry for meat during Lent." Holy shit. So I think you were right, Maya. I think they are trying to top each other. Like one has 15 tails and the next one has 40 tails. And also she's coming to not just get the children, not just make stew out of the children, to carve out their stomachs. It's so specific.
This is what happens when you sit around the fire and like stories just get more and more elaborate every night.
It's amazing. So in Iceland,
and they didn't even have
holiday,
AI.
What's that?
And they didn't even have AI.
That's right. That's why their stories are good. Oh my, holy crap. I can't even with it. It's fine. In Iceland, the midwinter holiday is known as Yule, a version of the Old English and Old Germanic word Yule, which describes this time of gathering together, feasting, and celebrating, which evolved at sword point into modern Christmas, is generally darker than in the US, and not just because the sun barely comes out during this time of year. According to Gunnell, the earliest celebrations of the season were viewed as a time not only to bring together relatives, living and deceased, but also elves and trolls and other magical and spooky creatures believed to inhabit the landscape. Sometimes these figures would visit in the flesh as masked figures going around to farms and houses during the season. Grilla, whose name translates loosely to growler, would be among those, showing up with a horned tail and a bag into which she would toss naughty children. She was certainly around in the 1300s, if not directly associated with Christmas, but associated with a threat that lives in the mountains. You never knew exactly where she was, says Gunnell. Long poems were written about her and a husband, but he didn't last long, Gunnell explains. Quote, she ate one of her husbands when she got bored with him. In some ways, she's the first feminist in Iceland.
Oh my God.
I love that for her. You
I
get
know.
bored of your husband and just eat him.
Uh-huh. It
I
probably tastes
have to,
nasty too, though. Ugh.
I have to take issue with that usage of feminist, but I like her style.
I know. That to be clear, that's not actually what feminist means.
No,
But
no,
it
that
is
would
pretty
be
funny.
misandrist, very, very, like almost like neatly with a bow. But I see what you did there.
I don't. What could you mean with the? It's fine. Maybe I should put this on my hat. It'd block my vision though. Maybe I don't know. I'll fuck with it another time.
Another time.
Another time, because we're doing a thing. We have things to do, because we're doing the thing. Other bits of folklore describe a second troll-like husband and a giant man-eating Yule cat known to target anybody who doesn't have on new clothes. This sounds like propaganda from the textile merchants. Making a new pair of socks or long underwear an imperative for any Icelandic holiday shopper. This is why they give socks, right? And so many people do today. The tradition came over. Probably not. Probably it's people just are like, I don't know what to get them. I'll get them socks. Anyhow, filling out what Grunell calls this highly dysfunctional family are Grilla's mob of large adult sons, the 13 Yule lads. That's an amazing name too. I'll see if there's anything interesting over there after we get done here. Each of these troublemakers visits Icelandic households on specific days throughout December, unleashing their individual types of pestering. Name I can't pronounce. Huroskallir is partial to slamming doors. Poteskafil eats any leftovers from pots and pans. I mean, that could be helpful. Like if you've got stuck on spaghetti, just let him handle it. And be fucking hell. Björnakreskier lives up to his nickname of sausage swiper. Oh my.
What?
Yeah, sausage
He's
swiper.
gonna swipe
I
your
like it.
sausages.
Be careful. Or not.
Grilla did not get connected to Christmas until the early 19th century when poems began to associate her with the holiday. It was also about this time when the Yule lads and Yule cat, which had been standalone Christmas characters with no connection to the Christmas witch.
You going by yourself?
No. What's that?
Okay.
No, she forgot to mute.
Oh.
We love you, Kelly.
It was also about that time when the Yule lads and the Yule cat, which had been standalone Christmas characters with no connection to the Christmas witch, became part of her big creepy family. So the like all myths, it continued to evolve and get grander and more, just like Yahweh, right? He started out as a spoiled little son in the pantheon of El's 70 sons. And then eventually people were pretending he actually was El, though, the myth just grows and grows and grows, which is a sign that it's a myth. Just saying. Prior to that, she was really a personification of the winter and the darkness and the snow getting closer and taking over the land again, coming down the mountain. That's very insightful. That's very cool, according to Gunnell. Not only did she represent the threat of winter, which will fucking kill you in Iceland, she was seen as actually controlling the landscape. Gunnell explains that the Icelandic people understood themselves to be more like tenants of their harsh environment, where glaciers, volcanoes, and earthquakes really run things. And they would view mythical creatures like Grilla as the ones who were really running the show. Krampus only wishes he had that much power. Grilla is the archetypal villain, and the fact that she's a matriarch makes her somehow more frightening, says Brian Pilkington, an illustrator who has drawn some of the definitive descriptions of Grilla and the Yule Lads. And perhaps this is some of his art, maybe? No, this is from Alex Palmer. Never mind. I can't quite read it. The color on the thing is just not, it's not great. But this is
the parents, yeah.
Grilla and
Yeah.
So
you're
I guess
talking about the one above?
What's that?
Like the words above it?
Yeah.
LEPPA. It's either ROD or TOD.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
It looks
asked
like
me how
there's
to
other
pronounce
words
it.
above, but this
Yeah.
is the English translation. The parents, Grilla, and of course those are
Okay.
English words.
Gotcha.
So the words above would be whatever variant
that
of Norse
language
they're
is.
using.
That
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not meant to pronounce them.
I know. We've deciphered the main bit of it anyhow.
There you go.
In the 20th century, as American Christmas and its depictions of Santa Claus proliferated throughout Europe and beyond, I shouldn't be complaining because I am wearing a Santa hat. The red Coca-Cola branding is just wild, though. But I mean, it's a nightcap. Like, why? I have an actual nightcap and it looks nothing like this. But never mind. Santa Claus proliferated throughout Europe and beyond. The American version, obviously, there's always been a Saint Nick in Christian Europe, but never mind. Attempts were made to santify the Yule Lads. The sausage stealer, of course. Their bellies widened, their troll-like whiskers grew bushier, and they acquired red and white fur costumes. They also, like Santa, began leaving gifts rather than taking sausages, snacks, and so on. I wonder if this went both ways, this cultural exchange, because maybe that's why Santa takes milk and cookies now.
Huh. Interesting. No, I'm just such a child. It's like the sausage swiper. Like,
I know. I just
look,
sausages have a mixed history, right? Because sausages at first were made from like the leftover meats that butchers couldn't use any other way. And they're like, what if we grind them all up together, add spices and smoke them so they'll keep longer? Now it's a utility food. You can keep it safe over the winter because it's smoked and it won't spoil and all this shit. But then eventually some butchers and eventually deli people got really, really good at making certain kinds of sausages. They diversified the same way bread did. Different people did different things and came up with different amazing achievements. And so it started to become something of a delicacy, hence delicatessen. And people started to prize it. So I guess it depends on which era of sausage we're looking at. Is it the leftover garbage food, but will stay good through the winter, the processed cheese of meats from centuries ago? Or is it a more modern, aren't you lucky you got the good stuff, sandwich meat kind of thing, like which sausage?
No, yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. Every time I hear about the history of sausage, I'm like, oh, so it's just like first it was sausage and then we made better sausage. And so, now we call that stuff hot. Well, then they were calling it hot dogs, but now hot dogs are kind of coming up. And so now we have Scrapple, which is huge in Baltimore. And I've never tried it because they told me what it was. And I'm like, why would you put that in your mouth? And I'm like, oh, it's good. So now I'm wondering what the next Scrapple is going to be, because what else would you call it outside of Scrapple? Would it just be floor shit now? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
I was about to ask, what was Scrapple?
The Scrapple is the shit that you scrape up off the floor. They threw it in a pan. Like, when I talked to
breakfast meat from the Pennsylvania Dutch region, made from pork scraps like the head, the heart, and the liver, and trimmings mixed with cornmeal and buckwheat flour, herbs, and spices, formed into a loaf, chilled, sliced, and pan-fried until crispy. Often called poor man's bacon, It's a hearty traditional dish served with eggs, syrup, or ketchup because it doesn't matter what you eat it with because it's literal shit. it's the crap. The inedible slop made into 19th century spam, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Holy shit. It is a meat pudding loaf made from pork offal and other parts.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
like I said,
refuse
I
to
had it
try it,
once
but
and I'm
yes,
like,
that stuff.
no.
Yeah, like why? Like, how do you look at it, hear the story, and then be like, "Yeah, this is," and I'm like, people like their parents would feed this to them as children, so they love it, and I'm like, your parents deserve to be in jail. This is ridiculous.
For real. But it too is making its way into the fucking deli. Right?
Yes,
Like
yes,
$2.19 a pound. This is
yes,
supposed to be when spam is too fancy, this is what you get. And it's
yeah.
$2.19 a
The stuff that
pound.
didn't make the cut for hot dog.
Wait,
Yeah.
$2.19 a pound? That's crazy. Now I know in Hawaii they're big on spam, and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of their meals are like spam
Yep.
adjacent and stuff like that.
The FDA agrees it's edible.
My family used to give me spam and Vienna sausages in my lunch. I used to give them to the other kids and have that.
So yeah, yes, sausages.
Yeah.
Sausages are okay. So a lot of people don't understand. They think of sausages and they'll think of like breakfast sausage or breakfast links or Italian sausage patties or
Oh, we're
kielbasa. But
Americans.
like
That's what we're supposed to.
everything is a sausage. Salami, bologna. Half of what passes for sliced turkey is actually a turkey sausage. It's done up the same way as bologna, but with turkey. You know, it's
Okay.
yeah. There's so many sausages. Like everything is secretly you could make an argument that what Americans call bread is a sausage made from wheat instead of meat.
You're
Bread
hilarious.
sausage. Oh goodness.
Bread
So yeah,
sausage.
sausages are one of like our best inventions, period, hands down, end of story. It's like the best thing humans have ever done.
I'm sorry, I'm a professional stream derailer. We were talking about Greta, the
Yeah.
demon claws thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. And we still are. We still will. But like people do come here for
Oh, I said Scrapple. You didn't know what that was, and like cool.
Well, I had to show people because I'm like, I've had it once, I hated it, but I can't describe it. So let's look up what it actually is.
I like that about you.
Yeah. That's what we do here. We find shit out. We don't do this. Oh, it drives me nuts. Okay, there's so many people in our community who I dearly love as people, but for fuck's sake, I heard is not a source, and
Not a
that's not how
source.
skeptics deal with things. Ah,
No, it is so crazy because I don't know if AJ is still here, but somebody told me something, and I was just like, "What is that the truth?" And so I just immediately went over. Well, I think that was in our girl chat, so Amber might be able to corroborate this for me. And I was just like, AJ, and she's like, "Oh yeah, here's the receipt," and I'm like, "Whoa." That it was less than a minute from the time I heard it to the time I got confirmation on it. And like it's not that hard. It's like I heard something. Hey, I know the source. Let me go talk to it. But or we can split each other and call each other names and just be ridiculous assholes for no reason. Because why not? It's Christmas time.
I mean, sometimes that's fun too. It is traditional, at least here
It
in the
is
US.
traditional.
Holy shit! All right, we'll get back to our creepy ghost monster thing. Yeah, I'll make it big again, and do so many tabs. Okay, here we are. So they began leaving sausages and snacks and so forth. So the Dutch tradition of children leaving out their shoes to find chocolates and treats the next morning also influenced the shift. They're getting cultural influence from both ends, folks. It was a really fun time, actually. Some critics tried to snuff out Grilla altogether, attempting to sideline the scary character with more family-friendly fare. One popular Christmas song describes her death. Grilla got run over by a reindeer. Never mind. In more recent years, Iceland as a whole, led by the National Museum of Iceland, have worked to return the Yule lads to their pre-Santa roots. How do you return a made-up critter to its root? Never mind. Trying to get them dressed in 17th and 18th century ragged clothes, bringing them back to the browns and the blacks, the local wool colors, as Gunnell puts it, looking like Aid Hell's Angels without bikes. The characters appear in person with adults dressing up like them to entertain and sing and snatch sausages with children who visit the National Museum. Now, I do want to point out this is just retrovertism, right? It's like not taking the thing back to an objective time when it was more purely itself. It's you're saying I don't like the modern version, so I'm arbitrarily picking a time that I have decided is best and reverting them to that. It's a person saying the 1950s is best, or the 13th century is best, or the 6th century BCE is best, whatever. They're just picking their favorite fucking time, saying that's best and reverting to then. You know, it's kind of a bullshit take.
Little bit, especially the people who are saying our founding fathers had it best.
Right.
And most of the people who are saying that wouldn't have been counted as people by the founding fathers because they're not rich landowning white men. But details.
Yes, exactly. Minor details. It's a whole thing. But yeah, retro, don't get me wrong. I love Renaissance fairs. I practically grew up at
those
one.
are fun.
There's a place for that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
in a fair that comes around once a year. It's like, for people who are interested in that shit.
It's a thing. It's a celebration of sorts. It's a capitalism. Whatever. It's voluntary is the main thing.
Yeah.
It's trying to like retroverts are like everyone must live this way, you know. I'm bringing all of you now. I'm not saying the museum is doing the retrovert thing. It's just it's such a bullshit move to be like, this time is bad, we're gonna go to this time when it was best, but they like arbitrarily pick the time. Like, why not the 13th century version of the Yule lads? Like, why that period? Because you picked it for no reason, you know. Theo pointing out that sausages are actually from 3100 BCE from Mesopotamia, but Felicitas is fine. I guess I don't know what the hell that is, but yeah, they're old.
Theo's a European. He has all those words with like the things over the vowels, and it's we just let Theo out. It's fine. Thank you, Theo.
I was not disrespecting a whatever the fuck that word is. I can't even pronounce it. Oh my goodness. I'm American, folks. I went to public schools, which is the next best thing to not having an education. Oh, it's wild. It's wild.
Tis true. You can look at any report of like the education system, and there's like America always taking up the bottom. Somebody has to be there, and we decided to take one for the team.
I guess, because holy shit. I mean, we're up to 87% of adults are functionally illiterate.
That makes sense to me.
Every third world country has better stats. All of them. All of them. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, they're not trying as hard as we are to create a nation of idiots. That's not happenstance.
I know. It is absolutely intentional. It is by design. I'm trying to click a link and see what the hell we've got. Okay. It's cuisine of ancient Mesopotamia. Maybe we'll get to that later.
Oh crap. So my coffee's here. My coffee is here. Shall return.
Yay! All right. Let's take a quick break. And by which I mean roughly 3 minutes. And this is what happens when the people who want us all to be uneducated get their way. Enjoy.
I have a problem with this stuff being normalized across the spectrum, and specifically, like, why push this on kids? Why introduce this to kids?
I am a depraved wretch. I am a great sinner. I'm a worm, completely undeserving of any love or any grace. I'm nothing. I'm nothing.
You're incapable of being a good person. You're an evil person. You're a terrible person. At the core fabric of who you are. That's why we need laws. We need laws because we're bad people. All of us are bad people.
You can't spell Pride Month without demon. PRIDEMONTH.
If we don't know who the women are, because they are just people, then we won't be able to pull the women up to equality with men.
We have to try to limit the harm. And that means reducing or keeping down the number of people who transition. And that's for two reasons. One of them is that every one of those people is a person who's been damaged. But the second one is every one of those people is basically, a huge problem to a sane world.
Transgenderism must be eradicated.
The LGBT, transgender, grooming our children's minds is a national security threat. We need to hold people for treason, start having some public hearings, and start executing people.
I will use whatever gives me victory. I don't care about the truth, and I don't care about the law. I care about one thing, the control.
But then they rigged the election, and now we won, so I'm going to be your president.
Then what happened is they rigged the election, and I became president, so that was a good thing.
I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president, but I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian.
I just want to say I feel good about the Republican Party. I feel good about where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes.
It was actually a tremendous blessing to these children for them to be killed and go to heaven and be with God.
We've been hoodwinked. We've been taken in by an ideology crafted by creeps and then pushed on children.
Stop letting people pressure you into thinking,
if they die, they die.
I want to be ignorant, honestly.
Being a Christian doesn't exclude us from experiencing spiritual dryness.
We're bad people. All of us are bad people.
All right, we are back. Probably, maybe. Yes, we are back. I have so many tabs open, folks. I was trying to close some of them. And I'm still trying to find the story I originally wanted to do.
Oh my God.
I'm
you remind me of
I need like 7 of me, Holy shit.
No, it reminds me of him at Meta, like when he does his every week. He has it is so crazy, so many tabs. And then like as he finishes the story, he closes out of them and he was like, oh, it feels so good to close out of tabs.
I used to do that. As you remember, I used to do a Sunday show, and some versions of it, I would just run through a shit ton of science news and explain why it was cool, and try to get people excited over science.
So cool.
And I used to just have tabs, and I would just run through them in order. But every tab uses up like half a gigabyte of RAM. It's wild.
Why?
It's not necessary. So instead I started saving them as bookmarks. And then I would have one tab and I would go through the bookmark list. And then after the show, I'd just delete that whole folder of bookmarks and start a new one for the next week.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. If you lose track of which bookmark you're on, it can be a little confusing though, but details. Yeah. Aunt Jer wishes to behold your coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is so it's from Bosa Donuts, which is a boba place. So I got it's Vietnam strawberry boba, Vietnamese coffee.
They come in strawberry now? Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm excited. Oh goodness. I ate before we started Java and Jugs. I need to eat again though. It's all right. My lunches lately have been a salad and usually a sandwich, and so it's fairly easy. I take the salad and I dump it in a bowl, and then I put a dressing on it, and then I can make the sandwich while I'm doing it. It's fine. That's my increased diet, incidentally. It used to be just the salad, at
Yes.
least for lunch anyway. All right, where were we? We were over here. I need to make this big, and then I need to go back over here. Okay. It's a little bit like hanging on to the language and traditions of that kind to avoid the global Santa image. Even if it has the same roots to the past, they'd rather hang on to their Icelandic version, said Gunnell. That part kind of makes sense. I can see not Santifying, but like the specific time period thing throws me. Plinkington, working alongside the National Museum, has worked to do this in his illustrations, including The Yule Lads, a celebration of Iceland's Christmas folklore. Even though before Santa they weren't Christmas, but never mind. A kid's book about the characters that is ubiquitous around Iceland during the holidays, both in English and Icelandic. That's neat that the kids speak English as well as Icelandic. It's almost like, better educated countries where they like books. It's common to have multiple languages.
Yeah, sorry. The chat has me talking about my coffee, and I'm like, I have no idea how to tell you how pleasantly surprised. This is the first time I tried this coffee. Like, happy. It's probably just because I haven't. This is my first coffee of the day. You know how like when you're starving and like a saltine cracker can just taste so fucking amazing. Like I haven't had coffee in 24 hours. It's just like, ugh. Yes.
I feel that. Early in my diet, one of the things I cut out was coffee because I was getting a lot of calories from the coffee creamer I was using, and I didn't want to drink coffee with anything else or black or whatever, so I just cut coffee out entirely. And after I got out over the caffeine withdrawal, I was mostly okay. I was drinking a shit ton of water, but it was fine. Like I was operating normally. But then one day I was riding with another driver because we were doing it doesn't matter. We ended up at we had to take our lunch break, our mandatory 30 minutes of unpaid time yet still on duty because we're not able to go do what we want, whatever. We were at this little truck stop next to a distribution center. They didn't have water.
What?
Didn't get water. There wasn't even bottled water. What the fuck? So I had to get coffee. So I put creamer in the coffee and I had the coffee and it was so good. Because I was being so anal retentive about my weight loss data. I was weighing myself every day to the 100th of the pound.
God.
The only thing that differed in my diet significantly from one day to the other was having that one small coffee. And I lost a full pound that day. I'm like, oh, my body works better on caffeine. So I brought the coffee back into my life.
I tried to do that green coffee, that green tea thing for a while. That got me too up and too hyperactive. I can't handle that.
What's that, Kelly?
You're kind of muffled.
Yeah, that sounds weird. I don't know how that sounds like that. But the green coffee they had, the green tea, except I had for a while. I was like too hyper and stuff like that. And it was over the top.
Too hyped? Too hyper?
Yeah, too. Cannot sleep or nothing.
I know a lot of people who won't drink coffee because like it makes them jittery or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not cutting coffee out of my life. So I'll do actually usually when I'll cut like my carb intake out or down. So like when I'm dieting, welcome back coffee. So yeah, I couldn't order anything like this, but I could have black coffee with like just cream and maybe a little bit like I'll do a couple of dashes of Splenda if it's too bitter, but I can do coffee with just cream.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing the same thing that I did.
But it has to be like just cream, like no sugar in it though.
I don't know why my microphone is low because I'm using the same equipment. I didn't change anything.
do you have like noise cancellation turned on or something? Because it sounds
me check
really
and
muffled,
see.
like you're
Hold on.
underwater. Is there a microphone on your headphones?
I believe it is.
Oh,
Well,
that's better.
that's
That's
much
way better.
I just took them off and took it off, and then I put them back on. So I don't know.
It worked.
Well, hooray!
Yeah. But I don't know. For some years, I could not drink coffee or anything like a lot of caffeine because it made me nauseated. And one day recently, being on this stream, trying to stay up, do everything I do, I had some coffee and I didn't get sick that time. So I've been drinking ever since, every day.
Ooh.
So I don't know what I got sick for, but as long as it stopped. So we have another story now, a different one than the witch.
Oh, I haven't finished this one yet. I'm not sure how.
We're not finished. Oh.
Yeah. We're nearly finished. There's a different story here. We've got just this section left. Okay. It says, likewise, Grilla has proven a tough figure to dislodge because no one's trying to dislodge her, with her likeness found throughout the capital city of Reykjavik and beyond. See, that one I can pronounce. Sometimes in the flesh. Children are truly terrified of Grilla in Iceland, says Plinkington. I visited children's play schools to demonstrate drawing skills, and if I draw Grilla, then 2 or 3 terrified children have to leave the room because it's too strong for them. This is a living folklore. Gunnel agrees. She's never stopped being embraced here, he says. As a living figure, you'll see her all around Reykjavik. She's never really gone away. Dun, dun, dun.
Should she? Like,
I know, like, what's
are
wrong
people
with
trying
that?
to displace her? I don't understand. Like,
oh, she scares the children. Well, Santa disappoints the children. Like, would you rather have children be scared and grow out of it? I mean,
well,
okay.
I mean, parents can stop telling their kids about her anytime they want.
Right. Like, you don't have to continue to perpetuate the story. The fact people do means they find value in the myth, even if it's just cultural.
Or funny. People think it's hilarious to scare the shit out of their kids.
That's true, yeah. So we were talking on another show, possibly my show. It's all running together. I really need sleep, folks. About the Charlie Brown Christmas special. Yes, it was this show yesterday. It was about inclusion. There were a whole bunch of specials they did in that period of time. My favorite one of those specials, those cartoons from comic strip specials, was the Garfield Halloween special, because it had everything about Halloween. It had the candy song, it had the costume song, it had what's great about trick-or-treating, it had what's great about decorating, it had the spooky vibes, and then it had the fucking pirate ghosts.
Yes. Oh my God. I loved that cartoon. I refuse to miss it. Every year I had to watch it.
It's the best holiday special ever. It is perfect. It's execution. And it's like 23 minutes long. It's so well done.
Wow, I haven't seen that in decades. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and find it.
Yeah. 100 years ago on this very night.
Also, it was followed by either preceded or followed by Charlie Brown. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown.
Yeah, they always aired them together.
Yeah.
And the Great Pumpkin thing is still a thing. It's just people are pretending they don't remember Garfield.
No, I love. Yeah, I'm with you. I like the Garfield cartoon better, but who can forget the Great Pumpkin?
It's true. It's true. Helen says, when was that? When was what? When did I see the cartoon? When I was a kid?
If you were alive in the 80s, every fucking year.
Yeah, basically. Oh, I got it on VHS tape, but now nothing plays VHSs anymore. I may have it on DVD, but nothing plays DVDs anymore. So I don't know. We can probably find it on YouTube. But like even the fucking music, like some of it's not memorable, but like the sea shanty, 60 men were lost at sea, all of them drunk except for me. 'Twas I who had to face the storm with nothing in sight to keep me warm. Yo ho, over the raging seas we go. Yo ho, wherever the four winds blow. And there's more, but that's all you get in the show because they actually wrote that for the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were singing something from, I don't know.
I know. I assumed it was an old-timey sea shanty
Yeah.
too because they did it so well.
Yeah.
I tried to find the rest of the mute when I was doing the recapturing my childhood thing because there was another sailing ship that I really loved when I was really little. It was about sailing ships, proper like actually sailing them and shit. And it turns out it was called The Voyage of the Mimi. I love the music because it had a very sea shanty vibe to it, but it was Ben Affleck's fucking career debut, and it was my favorite thing when I was like 3 years old. But it's so wild. So while I was doing all that, like looking up this half remembered shit from my childhood, I was like, what are the other lyrics from that Garfield song? There aren't any. Like you can write more, but like that's all there is because they wrote it for the thing. It just
That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Leave it to Ember to like research the fuck out of something.
Randomly. It's just, it's what we do here. This is why I got into fucking journalism because like I just can't help myself. I'm constantly looking things up.
I love that about you.
I try. If I could channel it though, because it's always so random, it's like, hey, let's look up this fucking crazy witch ogre from Iceland or something,
No,
like,
I've often said, like, man, if I could just like get on these tangents and like I could have like a whole page full of like content, or and people would pay to watch me. But
tangents, by the way. Yeah. I know people do come here for the tangents. It's true, but like if I could fucking focus, the special is called I think it's just the Garfield Halloween special. It like there's nothing special about the name. That's just that. But it's oh, what was it? When what was the name? Okay, I see. Yeah, it's just the Garfield Halloween special. As far as I know. There may be an actual title, but I don't think they needed it because it was done in like the late 60s. So they didn't like have to have a title for it because it would just air on television, But I don't know.
So there's one called Garfield's Halloween Adventure. And I'm trying to see if this was a movie. Well, it couldn't have been a movie, right?
No, it was a made for TV special.
Yeah,
so
okay. Yeah, TV 1985 American TV special.
Oh shit, was it from 85? I thought it was the same year
I
as
thought it was
the fucking
70s.
stuff.
I mean, granted, that would have been around the time that I would have started remembering things, but originally titled Garfield in Disguise is a 1985 American animated TV special based on Garfield comic strip, directed by some guy, and it originally aired on CBS on October 30th, 1985. Is the fourth of 12 specials because they did the what do you call it, the like their Easter and Christmas and all those specials. They have 4 apparently, and that were made between 82 and 91.
Okay. That's neat. I mean, I knew they did a Christmas special too, but it was never like reached the same level as the Peanuts one.
Halloween's, yeah.
But yeah, if it was 1985, shit, we may have seen the fucking debut of the damn thing. That's
Seriously,
crazy.
right?
Like the initial, I could just see our parents like going, "Oh, a thing that we can sit our children in front of the TV and put on for them,"
Because back then cartoons were so rare. You didn't have them fucking everywhere like today. That you could only get them a certain time of day. Usually it was immediately following school. So they would babysit the kids, us latchkeyers, while we were waiting for our parents to come home. And then no more cartoons for you except on Saturday mornings.
It was a whole thing. Like I remember they started Which channel started Saturday morning cartoons? It's not important. One of them started
I
it,
want
and
to
the
say
others were
NBC.
like, "Oh shit, there's a market for this." But the after school stuff, no, you couldn't. There wasn't. If you came home from school before the news came on, you got to watch the soap operas with grandma because there were 3 channels and it was soap operas on all of them. It's such a shame too, because I might have actually liked soap operas. I appreciate overacting and crazily written story. It's just because you had no choice. It felt like a compulsion,
Right.
and so I didn't
Yeah.
like it.
I was young and the restless. that got me.
Days.
Now,
I
one
was
of
a
my
Days of Our
grandmas,
Lives girl.
yeah, I did watch that too. But one of my grandmas, she did not like daytime soaps. But the Dallas and the Dynasties and stuff,
No, yeah, I don't know.
Falcon
Like,
Crest and stuff like that, that's what she watched.
no, I'm with Ember. As a kid, I didn't get into Days until I was in high school. But as a kid, yeah, I don't know. It's like if you were Black, you were to watch The Young and the Restless. And I never got into it. I never got into it. So it was just like, I don't know.
My grandmother was mostly General Hospital. She'd watch the others during the rest of the day, but she couldn't miss General Hospital. And if you, I mean, hell, maybe there were other shows on to watch, and I never found out because
No.
grandma
Nope.
wouldn't let anyone near the television when
You
her
miss nothing.
shows were on, you know?
There's soap operas all day long. And then you got, there was a break, cartoons, news, and then whatever the adults did in the evening. It was not.
But then you were forced to watch like Murder She Wrote too, and Matlock too.
Yep. And Columbo, like all the we blame modern police culture for all the propaganda, but it's actually just an evolution of the suspense fiction genre that was popular in the previous generation, you know?
It's like people are always people.
It's amazing. I did briefly get into Port Charles, which I guess is a spin-off of General Hospital, when my older kids were babies, because there was still nothing on for children during the day. And I don't know, like my oldest was weird. They liked watching The View as a toddler and Oprah reruns and like, I don't know, daytime TV kind of stuff. And so somehow Port Charles got into the mix. And I guess one of the characters was like an angel or something. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I can get into the story through the supernatural angle. Maybe it'll be like Angel or Buffy. It is not like Angel or Buffy, but I did briefly.
No, I fucking loved Angel and Buffy. Oh, like a cult fanatic over here. Yeah.
I know I have such mixed feelings about the possibility of there being like, I guess it'd be a reboot since Sarah Michelle Gellar would be reprising Buffy, but like as Giles Buffy rather than just redoing the story entirely. I've mixed feels.
Like she'd be taking on Giles's role.
Yeah,
like as the Watcher or whatever.
Something like that. I mean,
okay, I like that better. Like an old, I don't know. I mean, I understand they did the thing. Yeah, an old Slayer. Yeah.
Buffy the Next Generation. Oh shit! So that was another '80s thing too, right?
Yeah.
In 1987, Star Trek: The Next Generation premiered, and it was weirdly really well done too, because a lot of people were expecting like more Star Trek, but with a new cast.
That's the one with Whoopi Goldberg?
Yes.
Okay.
I was actually more excited for Whoopi being in there than for Patrick Stewart. I can't remember what the fuck Whoopi did in the early 80s, but children loved her.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember why.
My mom fucking loved her. Like just everything she did. My earliest memory of her was like Jumpin' Jack Flash, but I don't know. Maybe The Color Purple was out before that. I can't remember. She's huge.
Ghost.
No, that was the 90s.
You in danger, girl.
Molly, you in danger, girl.
That was later too. But yeah, Whoopi and LeVar Burton. Because as a child, I fucking loved reading Rainbow. And I'm like,
I grew up on
LeVar Burton's on this show. Like, I love
I grew up on
Kente.
Yeah. And I didn't even know that because I never watched Roots because I don't know. Again, Black family, they didn't have the box set. Weird. I know, total weirdo. But
school.
You watched it in school?
Yes.
I did too.
I was in Catholic school. They weren't
School.
having none of that.
I did too. I went to
You
Catholic
watched it in
school
Catholic school?
from kindergarten through
Oh,
the 8th grade. I went to
wow.
Catholic school. They made us. Yep. We watched like a
No,
little part, maybe
we got
like
like
an hour every day for a
the
couple of weeks during Black History Month.
mm-mm. We got like Pippi Longstockings and like I want to say like the closest thing we got to anything that was controversial would have been Schindler's List, but everything was G-rated.
Weirdly, my school watched Schindler's List when I was in 6th or 7th grade, and we didn't see Roots until senior year, and it was only for the AP history students. Figure that one out.
You guys got it at all. Like it was not offered to me.
Well, right. I guess there's that. But like Schindler's List is okay for middle schoolers, but we can't watch Roots unless we're college level students, you know? Like, what?
I don't know.
That shit is fucked up.
When I took my law enforcement class, this was high school, but they had an adult class at night. So some of the stuff that I did, even though I was 18, I couldn't participate because a lot of kids were still minors. So I'd have to go at night take some of the stuff. And so we watched America and Me. As long as going to the gun range too, but yeah, that was really detrimental when I was just a young 18-year-old watching that movie.
Oh, former Catholic trauma club.
Oh my.
Reunite.
I know, right? There's a lot of former Catholics in the community, which I don't know, warms my heart, but like you're a Black Catholic, which is so freaking rare. You just out in the wild, you don't come across that much. Like seriously, even in my class, a lot of the Black kids weren't Catholic. They were just they were there because it was a better education or something.
That's how my mom, when we were at first, so my mom realized we got 50% off the rate if you claim to be Catholic. So mom said, "You are not Catholic, damn it." For real.
My sister tried that. So she's always been like, I don't believe in God. And my parents are like, don't go saying that shit up around them nuns. You're Catholic today. No, I was the dumb one. I was just like, yeah, Jesus, this sounds plausible. And I like my family, they were like, oh, she's gonna grow up, she's gonna be a nun, like she, it's just like I don't know. But my sister, she didn't want to do first communion, she didn't want to do confirmation. I don't know. She wasn't allowed to say that.
Any of those things when I would like so many, as I've mentioned before, all the kids I went to school with would like leave school to go to church school, and it would just be me and the teacher staring at each other going, so do we want to like, talk about Jupiter's liquid hydrogen or something, like because they couldn't just go to the teacher's room like they wanted to, and they weren't going to like do a lesson just for me and then have to repeat it when the other kids were there. So it was just so stupid. I'm like, just let me go to the library. Like, I'll just
seriously study all. There you go. I'll finish some homework. What did you end up doing?
Mostly read whatever I had on me because, like, I always had a physical book with me because it was that period before phones and shit. So I'd like
same.
Or study something or whatever. I tried drawing for a while, but it's a whole thing. Yeah, but like kids would say shit like first communion. I'm like, how many communions are there? And like confirmation and this. I'm like, weren't you baptized though? Like, what is all this ritual for?
Well, no, I heard that the last pope like changed it so that like baptism, because people were like starting to question the church, and whenever that happens the church has to change its stance, which is a little sketch, but whatever. You used to, and even okay. So my brother has kids, and I think they're 9 and 6 or something like that. But like even they had to get dunked, like I'll say dunked. It's water in the baby's head. They don't actually, Catholics don't actually like dunk in a pool or anything like that. At least not with babies. I don't know. But it keeps you from going to hell. So you're born with original sin, and if anything happens to the baby, it's going straight to hell because original sin. Like it has to. Like Bob. Like God can see the sin all over the baby. So you have to cover it with water so that God can't see the sin, because you can trick God and get into heaven. So you have to cover the baby in water so that God will let it into heaven if something were to happen to it, which, up until like 100 years ago was super important.
Oh yeah, considering how fucking frequent infant mortality was and is quickly becoming again.
And they can't talk, so they can't go and confess their sins, So baptism, yeah, let's get the baby into heaven. It'll be there it'll be sitting there waiting for you when you get there. So that was baptism, but you couldn't consent to that. They did understand that babies can't consent to be baptized. So then around the age of consent, you now have to have confirmation, which is where you're saying, okay, so during baptism, your godparents speak for you. And so now confirmation is this, you're speaking for yourself. Like, yes, I agree to, I was 13. I don't remember what I agreed to, but yeah, it's like, I agree to all those things and I will start to do shit now. And, I'm on my own, not covered under the baptism rules anymore. I'm, can now go to hell of my own volition or something. And so
the
then
age of reason, now it's your problem.
Yeah. So now I have to go to confession all the goddamn time, so that God knows that I'm sorry, and I can say my rosary thingies and get into heaven once again, until I commit a sin of omission. It's to hell I go. Catholics are fun.
Yep, one fuck up once ever, because Jesus forgives everything, but only if you fill out the paperwork correctly.
Yeah. And I didn't know that Cynthia. So Helen is saying, Cynthia and I bonded over being former Catholics. Before that, I didn't know Black people could be Catholic. No one did. It's like I got through.
My great aunt was Catholic.
It'd be rare, but like, why
sister.
would people think that? I don't.
Because there are no Black Catholics. So I was a Catholic because, during the Depression, my grandmother's mother died, and her dad couldn't raise 8 kids, so he threw them in an orphanage, and then fucked off to Fuckofistan, or wherever fathers go. And so she was like literally raised by nuns. So from that point, they were all baptized, and and they were in a convent, and they went to church every week, and they were raised in a Catholic school, and so she was a very devout Catholic. Evil, but devout. So she made sure that her son went to Catholic school, and he made sure that his children also went to Catholic school, as one does. So yeah, Black Catholics.
Now my great aunt was Catholic as well, and it was different because her, the church school I went to, we did speak Latin in certain instances. But her whole service was in Latin growing up. And I was like so confused. Like I knew certain words they were saying because
my grandmother was like that.
But yeah, she was a devout Catholic since like the 50s.
30s. Mine since like 40, probably 40s, but yeah. And then I remember most of our Christmas carols being in Latin. But
Latin Christmas carols. I've heard Silent Night in German, but
the big one was "O Come All You Faithful."
Okay.
Yeah,
I think actually,
but Silent Night we did that too in Latin. I believe in Latin, and Gloria. There's another one. Gloria. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh
that was
yeah,
another
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
all in
Yeah,
Latin.
yeah.
Oh, I had no idea what I would say.
Yeah,
I don't speak Latin. As a child, I had to sing in Latin though. We had to learn
we
it
have.
because we had to go to there was an old folks home that we went to, or retirement home that we went to, and we had to sing in front of the old people from memory. So you had to, yeah. I used to know a bunch of songs, Catholic songs, in
That
Latin.
kind of shit drove me nuts when I was in like every chorus group I could join, and I love doing carols, but the fact they were all church songs drove me crazy. I'm like, these are school groups. Shouldn't we be singing secular music? But like, I don't know.
Was not an option for me.
They hired a black music director. He just recently died a few years ago. And so he recently came from a Baptist church. So do you know how the Catholic people acted when we start doing our hand clap with the children's choir and with the tambourines playing? Oh, they were just sitting there in the pew like, but some people was like clapping too, you know. But it
Oh
was
no,
so funny
clapping
though.
is of the devil. You don't clap. Like,
Yeah,
these are
they
songs that
had.
you're supposed to
that
give to God. No, you are not giving the proper glory to God if you're clapping for the choir. Heathens.
Heretics, sinners. Speaking of heretics and sinners, I found probably the best version of this story I'm going to find. It's so fucking hard. This is the tale of Saint Nicholas and the three boys in the pickling tub, which is a really smooth, off the tongue kind of thing.
Nice.
So this is an
Saint
artwork
Nicholas
that depicts
with
it.
the three boys in the pickling tub.
Oh, it's wild. Okay, so the story of Saint Nicholas tells how he became the patron saint of children. One night, three little boys.
Children?
What?
He pickled children?
No, he unpickles them through his magic powers. See, well, I'll tell you the story.
Okay, I'm sorry.
One night, three little boys came to the house of a butcher looking for some food and a place to spend the night. The butcher welcomed them in, his fake hospitality hiding his nefarious intentions. As the little boys entered, the butcher grabbed his knife and slaughtered them. He then cut them into tiny pieces and placed them into a pickling barrel, intending to sell them as ham. What could possibly go wrong? 7 years later, St. Nicholas stopped by that very same spot and somehow knew what had transpired and asked to be taken to the pickling barrel. The butcher fled, and St. Nicholas made his way over to the barrel. He placed his fingers on the barrel's edge and, praying to God, brought the three little boys back to life. 7 years. He unpickled, reassembled, and reanimated them through fucking man. I tell you guys, St. Nicholas does shit that makes Jesus look like a fucking noob when it comes to miracle powers, you know? He's doing necromancy and unpickling from parts. Wild.
That is wild.
So the pickling story, it goes on to say that it got turned into a French Christmas carol, which is a trip. And may be the basis of the strange American tradition where the Christmas pickle, which is a pickle-shaped ornament, is hung on the Christmas tree. It may be, but that could also be something else, besties, whoever wrote this article. In the ritual, the first person to locate the pickle on Christmas morning either gets an extra present or gets to choose which present is opened first. While marked as an old German tradition, there's no evidence to support the claim that it's an old German tradition. So clearly it must be that it's taken from the story of little boys turned into ham.
What?
Like I said, it's the best version of the story I could find. Most of them are
Yeah.
just like a sentence, and it drives me fucking wild. But yeah, he
This is great.
he just knew through magical power that there were three boys who had been murdered 7 years ago, cut into pieces and put into a pickling barrel. And he just fucking necromancied them. The best necromancy ever.
Bravo, Nick.
Jesus was dead for 3 days.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Three of them for 7 years, cut up and pickled. Holy fuck.
What
Why
are you
do
doing,
people
guys?
worship
You ain't up
Jesus?
pickling kids.
Oh, Theo says it's a German American tradition. Do we have that? Our German American traditions are Oktoberfest. I don't recall this happening in any of the Oktoberfest I've been to.
Well, I mean, in fairness, we
see
do
what
get
he
a lot
did.
of our German traditions through England by way of Queen Victoria when she
Yes.
like assembled modern Christmas by like demanding all her children from all the kingdoms across Europe come and bring their favorite holiday traditions so she could have like ultimate
Ah,
Christmas.
I like that.
I mean, if you're going to be the mother of all the royals of Europe, why not, right?
I think it's like a ploy. It's like, yeah, come, bring your traditions or whatever. But also me, gifts.
Yeah. Bring me presents, but because I'm the queen of the fucking universe, what are you going to get me? Bring me your whole holiday, bitches. I want the whole holiday.
That is awesome.
And she was too. Like the British Empire was the vastest, most expansive, most powerful empire on earth at the time.
Yeah,
And
until
the rest
the
of
World War
Europe,
II, and then we took over.
yeah, and the rest of Europe controlled the rest of the world. She was literally like effectively de facto head of the planet at the
Yeah.
time.
Yep. Now it's us, and we be doing all the evil stuff.
Well, it
Which,
was us until about a year ago.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
We've been doing our level best to not have any real power or be taken seriously generally.
Yeah.
Oh,
No nice
fuck.
things for you.
I know. Happy Christmas. We're all fucked.
Pretty much.
You said it, not me.
But I mean,
Alright, how
it's
much
times like these that
We are,
make
though.
these kinds of holidays more important because religious traditions, cultural traditions, all this other shit, it's a time for people to come together and remind each other that we have community.
Yes.
As the great poet once said, take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care. I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. Which is to say, and that's a song from Firefly, which nerds will get, but jokes are funnier when you explain them. It doesn't matter what they do because it's not the things they do that make us who we are. It's us having ourselves and each other that makes us who we are.
Yeah, and I said this on my stream last night, but I really just more and more really appreciate like the level of like ride or die bitches that I'm surrounded by. My friends, you guys love hard, and it's so angry thinking about the way you've been treated this past month. But I said it before and I'll say it again. Amber did nothing wrong, and I'll stand by that. You love hard, and when things were under your control, shit was getting done. People were being uplifted. We had investigations and support groups. There was a pathway to sanity. And we weren't tearing the community apart. We were uplifting one another, and there's so much support. And I don't think that gets mentioned enough.
The people
And
who
I
are still
stand by
around
my girl.
value that, I think.
Yeah.
I hope so anyway.
And I stand by my
we'll
girl.
do what we can. I mean, sadly, it's disappointing when we find out that so many of the people we've welcomed into our community, who we've shared so much time with, so many laughs, so many adventures, so many discoveries, so much learning, so many breakthroughs, getting through the trauma of the religion and the bullshit and the so forth, only to find out that they're not actually critical thinkers. They're just out to promote their own thing. And we were just a stopping off point on that journey. And, it makes you feel shitty. It makes you feel used. And it makes you feel like, who the fuck can I trust?
Yeah.
But that's why communities can be so important. Because when you have moments like that, and don't get me wrong, I realize I'm being vague because we're deliberately not talking about the drama that happened earlier in the month. And so I'm kind of talking around it. It makes it hard to know who you can trust. Because if someone who said they loved you just days ago turns around, stabs you in the back, riles up an angry mob and sends them off to kill you.
And still doing dumb stuff.
You know?
Right. You know, I mean, it was just,
Still.
yeah. And it really, I'll say this. What Tsunami said to you was just fucking disgusting. And I know that was a really hard point. So I'm not going to like say what she said because I know that that affected you deeply. But I mean, it wasn't just transphobic. It was also like misandrist. Like to say like women, like why women don't trust men. And I'm like,
No. Okay. We should clarify. I'll just say the one line, not any of the other bullshit she said, but the one thing that Maya's referring to is this person said, this is why women will never trust you people, because you're all predators.
Yeah, but she was also trying to put you in a man basket, which I'm like, there's just so many levels.
Separate
yeah, I
insult.
mean, it wasn't just transphobic, you know. It's just like she just hit everybody there, like you know, victimizing women. Obviously it was transphobic on the surface. It was meant to come across as transphobic, but she also, you know, degraded women. Like we're not just like little damsels in distress that can't stick up for ourselves. And we don't all distrust men. Clearly, there are some things going on with the current administration or regime, some may call it, where there are a lot of men that can't be trusted. But to just kind of like, I felt like it was putting men in a bucket too. It's like, well, women can't trust men. And I'm like, and that's just patently wrong, false as well. I can't think of a more bigoted statement that could come out of one person's mouth. And of course that statement would have to have come from hers. It was, yeah, so I don't know. I saw that and banned her from my channel immediately. I'm not saying other people should do the same, but it's important to me to be a feminist. A feminist believes in the equality of the sexes, and we can't push. It's not a zero-sum game. We don't push men down. We don't push trans women or trans people, sorry, men or women down,
or
to elevate cis women. And that's ridiculous. All we want is equality. All we've ever wanted was equality. And if you're not aiming, if your aim is not equality, you're a bigot. I mean, and if anybody has a thing where it's like, well, we were trying to push people down, but we weren't being bigots about it. Like, I would like to see that scenario, and I would like to explain to you why you're wrong, because that's not how equality works. I don't know. That really pissed me off.
Yeah, as I often say, human rights for all humans. It's very simple. It does not get simpler. But it's controversial.
Yeah, sadly. But I think that people who listen to facts and evidence understand that it's not really that controversial. It's just being politicized because people at the very top want money and power. And then there's idiots who listen to the rhetoric. And then there's just rancid bitches that say like foul mouth shit to get to you. And we're not going to let them. I don't know, they kick the fuck out of my community. That's for damn sure. And, but for you, I think you're a beautiful woman. And I'm amazed at your resilience every day.
Thank you. I try. Sadly, I have a lot of practice, but I'm trying to stay afloat. As I often say, I've just started to actually like my life, to actually love being alive recently. Yesterday was my day 666 of my legal name change. It's less than 2 years I've got to be me. I'd like to keep doing it a little bit longer, you know?
No, I want that for you. And to everybody that's in the that is here now, or everybody that was here and fell asleep, thank you for being here, because again, I don't think people understand what a blessing but their presence is. This time of year, it's so important, and for this stream too, like what you were doing just by existing, the show of love means so much to so many. And most of us don't have a lot of money, and can't do the things that we'd want to do, and we're not asking for any of that. We just want you to be here and be exactly who you are, and that means the world to so many. And if you're ever feeling like, what does it mean, people get on without me, it's like, no, you not being here. I know from having been in the community since like 2018, I've seen a lot of these rifts. Like, I'm sorry, Kelly's falling asleep, so Merry Christmas, Kelly. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Bro, she's still there. It just
okay.
took herself out.
Want to make sure that everybody knows that you are loved, you're wanted, and if anything were to happen to you, you would be missed. And we are so glad you're here. We will fight for you to stay here.
I appreciate that a lot. Like the main message of yesterday's show, and it's great that it's getting resonance today, was that our strength is our diversity. We are better together.
Yes.
And whoever the fuck you are, whatever the fuck you think about your place in the world and your role in the world, you're not just tolerated. You're wanted.
Yes.
You're welcome here. To us, your presence is a gift. We're glad you're here. And I don't even have words strong enough to describe how much it means to me when people make me feel welcome and wanted, because I felt so excluded my entire fucking life. And I wish I could express how that makes me feel about other people who feel like they're unwanted or unloved or unwelcome. It's the emotions get pretty intense, as you can imagine.
Yeah. No, yeah, and I didn't say all that to bring up drama, but like, I'm mad I haven't been able to express it properly. For one, but two, I'm really feeling passionate and fortunate to have the people who stayed around it. I don't know how to explain. I don't know. Whenever we see these rifts in the community, and I've been through quite a few of them. They come around at least every 2 years. The people that stay, the people that support, you really do like love them and feel so grateful for them. Like even that much more once you go through, bullshit. Once once people fall away, it's just like, oh my God, you stayed. Like, thank you. We love you, and we're so glad you're here. And that goes out to Ember, the rest of the J&J crew, everybody in the chat. We're so glad you're here.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining us. And thank you. We're being told that we need to get the musicians are playing.
Joe's live.
Wings are grabbing your shepherd's crooks.
Okay.
So I will wrap us up. The stream will automatically take you over. If it doesn't, there's a link pinned at the top of the chat. Before we go, thanks to everybody who sent in super chats. It really, really helps a lot. I very much appreciate it.
Sub to Ember, give her money.
That's right. Send me money, please. I'm seriously. I need to pay for medicine soon. Kelly said this member chat saying, I'm moving up in the world. Happy holidays. Kelly number 2, who is the same Kelly, said, I can send love twice. Miranda sent us $20, said, Merry Christmas, everyone. Dade Murphy sent a member chat 2 months. Thank you, Dade. Secular Feelinist for $2. Mary Catmus. Deviant Outcast, member for 11 months. Do you have a PayPal member asking for a friend? Helen became a member. Dade, $5. Excuse me, bah humbug. Kelly sent 5 gift memberships and finished us off with a $5 super chat saying, love you all. Happy holidays, everyone. And that is the perfect message to end things off with and send everybody over to Joe's. Love you all. Happy holidays. We'll see you soon. Thanks to all our patrons and top-level members for November. Miranda, Karen Butcher, Jessica the Transmetal Alchemist, Robin Webster, Maya Adkisson, Jimmy Tux, Ian Chen, Lilith, Ember Lynn, The Barely Bearable Atheist, Eric Wander, Jason Jacoby, Godless Engineer, Jester, Lil of All Trades, Deviant Outcast, Kelly King, the Detroit Atheist Queen, The Mighty Filbert, and Secular Phalanist. And you can add your name here next month by signing up at patreon.com/betterthanember, or by joining Emberships here on YouTube at the Cinder level, which also includes all the custom emojis, tons of member-exclusive content, member-only live streams, and a bunch of other stuff. I deeply appreciate all the supporters who keep this channel going. Thank you all so much. Because of you, we're building a wonderful community that I'm very proud of.
Just like a spark that's breaking out, can't make a stop.